Hey family, I am Almedia Lee Exum and welcome to my podcast. I want to say to everyone, Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day. Happy Life Day. Every day that we are living is a day to be happy. So happy Life Day, y'all. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting me. The motivational message of the day is no heart can be lonely when one loves itself. Again, the motivational message of the day is no heart can be lonely when one loves itself. Matter of fact, I'm going to put no heart can be truly lonely when one loves itself. That's the motivational message of the day, y'all. No heart can be lonely, truly lonely, when one loves itself. This message of the day is for people who question, who loves me? I feel alone and unlovable. Maybe you're single. Maybe you just feel lonely. Maybe you feel undesirable. This message is for you. No heart can truly be lonely when one loves itself. What is that saying? I'm saying that we all have times in our lives. Maybe some people are blessed enough to not feel this way, but many people in our country and around the world feel lonely, feel like they're not lovable. Maybe you're single, maybe you have a family, maybe you're a child of 10 kids, maybe you're married, maybe you're just, maybe you're single, whatever it may be, whether you're married, single, you're a kid, you have brothers and sisters. Sometimes we just all feel a little lonely. We feel like the world doesn't understand us. We feel like we're in this by ourselves. I want to encourage you all to practice loving yourself, because when you love yourself, you're never truly alone when you learn to love yourself. I understand that oftentimes people feel like undesirable, like if you're dealing with like the relationship scheme or whatever, like the relationship thing, like where, okay, no one wants me, I feel like I'm all alone. I remember I was going through this, I was going through a breakup, and I'm the type of person who, I'm very much, it's like a light switch. I can be around a lot of people or I can be by myself. But I was taught very early on to depend and rely on myself to enjoy my own company. So I have always enjoyed my own company, to where it takes a lot for me to feel lonely, because I like being by myself. But I remember, I was going through this a breakup, and I felt really lonely. I felt like I had lost a part of me. And we feel like this when we're going in between relationships, or when you just, sometimes people feel that way and they've never been in a relationship. You feel like something's missing, right? I encourage you all to do the inner work within you, because in that time for me, I realized I had to relearn how to love myself, because when I'm whole, I don't have to feel empty. Does that make sense, y'all? When I am feeling myself full of purpose and intention and passion for my career and just value, then I'm not truly lonely. When you fill yourself up, yes, you may still want a companion. Yes, you may still want to hang out and be around friends and stuff, or be around family, but you don't truly feel lonely, because you know you are full within. Is this making any kind of sense? In that example for me, when I was in between like a relationship, I'd broken up. Well, we had broken, the relationship was over. Let's just say that. I felt like I lost a part of myself, because I had given so much of myself to that person. So I had to dig deep within myself and restore value, love, and respect within myself. I had to decide like, I'm missing something, but I'm missing me. What can I do to build up myself, to build up my happiness, to build up my creativity, to where I don't feel like I need that person in my life, but I know that I have filled myself up, that I'm balanced spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, physically, emotionally, mentally, and physically. When you are balanced mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually, you're lacking nothing. When you are balanced, and then anybody, whether it's a friendship or a partnership or a relationship or a family relationship, they add value. It's not that they complete you, but they add value to your life. So often we feel lonely because we want somebody to fill in loopholes in our life. Emptiness. No one can really fill in that emptiness but you. Anyone who comes into your life after you've done the work for yourself is just a bonus, icing on the cake. But no one can fill in holes in your life. You must fill that in with self-care and love. Do the work. I want to encourage you all to do the work. I heard this quote that said, "You may feel lost and alone, but God, the universe, knows where you are and has good plans for your future." Some of y'all feel lost and lonely, and it ain't got nothing to do with no person you want in your life. Maybe you're just lost in your career. Maybe you're just lost in why am I here? Have you ever just felt like that in life? Like, why am I here? Why did God put me on this planet at this time in this world, in this time period, with all these people that don't know me, don't understand me? Have you ever just felt like, why am I here? You feel lonely not because you want to be in a relationship, not because you want to get along with your family members, but you just don't know where you fit in society, where you fit in right now in this time period. This quote is for you. You may feel lost and alone, like somebody in the wilderness. You may feel lost and alone, but God, the universe, and I use those terms interchangeably, God, the universe, knows where you are and has a good plan for your future. So just know that this is a beautiful moment. To feel single, lonely, undesirable is beautiful. And I know you like, Almedia, what the heck are you talking about? Nothing's great about being undesirable. Nothing's great about feeling alone, about feeling unlovable, about feeling single, about being alone, lonely. Nothing's cool about that. But hey, this is beautiful because this will not last always. You're going to look back at this moment, and this is ground zero where you build yourself up. The universe, God, has a good plan for your future, and this is ground zero. And it's beautiful to build yourself up from the ground. I tell you, it is. I heard another quote that says, love many, trust few, learn to paddle your own canoe. That's an American proverb. I don't know how we get proverbs, Americans getting proverbs or whatever, but it says, love many, trust few, learn to paddle your own canoe. Some of y'all are just so dependent on having somebody else in your life. You just go from relationship to relationship. You go from family member to family member, seeking their help and guidance without doing stuff yourself. You go from one job to a next. You go from, one thing to a next. Look. Love many. You can love a lot of people, but trust a few of them and learn to paddle your own canoe. Learn to just embrace what you're going through right now. If you're single and you want to be in a relationship, or, you're feeling lonely, undesirable, you are beautiful. You are a beautiful woman. You are a handsome man. You are smart. You are intellectual. You have everything that is desirable for the right person in your life. You have great value to add to your family life. You have great value to add to your career. If you feel like you just don't fit in, you are unique. It's not that you don't fit in. You are unique. You have a unique destiny. You have something you need to offer the world. But just learn to paddle your own canoe. Don't look around. Look within. Love a lot of people. You can give love and energy to a lot of people, but everyone isn't going to be for you and in your circle. So only trust a few people, or just only have a few people that you know you can trust. But just learn to paddle your own canoe. Don't look to your left and your right. Learn to paddle it for yourself. I like that quote. It's fun and it rhymes. It's another quote that I found that was really cool. And I got a few for y'all because I know what it's like to get into those moments of life where we just feel lonely. We feel like, what the hell are we here for? Like I said, it ain't always about a relationship. It could just be in our family. We could just feel like we don't identify with any of our family members. We could feel alone in our religion. Sometimes you grew up in the church. You grew up as a Catholic, a Christian, a Muslim, Hindu, a Buddhist, I don't know. I'm just trying to, any of those, a Jew, whatever. You grew up in these religious backgrounds, and then one day you realize, what am I doing? Do the work within. Another quote It says, it's by Ashu. It says, the moment you know yourself, you have known the most precious thing in existence. The moment you know yourself, you've known the most precious thing in existence, because you are the most precious thing in existence. We are all unique and precious. You are the most precious thing you're going to know in existence. Know yourself. Do the inner work. Everything around you will flourish. I've seen that happen in my life. Once I started to build upon myself, I started to manifest things. Money, opportunity, business opportunities, career opportunities, friendships, relationships, blessings. Once I started to work on me, it was only when I started to work on me that my relationships with my sisters and my family got better. I was able to do more for my cat. I'm a cat lady. Not really. I have one cat, but, well, technically I have two. But I started to be a better pet owner. I started to be a better sister, a better auntie, a better friend, a better partner in my relationship. I started to, or even get in a relationship, once I started to be more physically fit. I started to eat better. Once I started to get to know me and do the inner work, because I realized if I don't love me, who will? And above all, I must love me, because I cannot truly love anybody else if you don't love yourself. And I have to value me enough to walk away from whatever does not serve me, because I'm the most precious thing in existence. We are all the most precious thing in existence. You have to value you. Ashu goes on to say in another quote, the moment you accept you, you become beautiful. Y'all, it's a lot of things I'm insecure about, but I tell myself I'm beautiful. I got a few stretch marks, not a lot, a few stretch marks. I felt insecure about that when I first started getting stretch marks years ago. I have a few things about myself that I feel insecure about. I feel insecure about a few things. And I remind myself that I'm beautiful. I'm unique. I'm beautiful. I'm beautiful. Once you accept yourself, you become beautiful. And do you know that beauty radiates to where people are going to want to be around you? Your family members are going to gravitate towards you. Your co-workers are going to gravitate towards you. Opportunities, money, abundance, love will gravitate towards you. You are not alone. You just have to value you, accept you, and the beauty that is you. Y'all, I got a few more quotes for y'all, okay? I love y'all. I got a few more quotes for y'all. But I just want to encourage you all to just love on yourself. Just to know that when you love you, everything falls into place. No heart can truly be lonely when one loves itself. 2 other quotes, y'all. I heard this. It says, it takes a strong person to remain single in a world that is accustomed to settling with anything just to say they have something. I'm going to say that a little bit slower. It takes a strong person to remain single in a world that is accustomed to settling with anything just to say that they have something. Some people are just with people because they don't want to be alone. And I'm not judging them. But it takes a strong person to decide they're not going to be in a relationship that doesn't serve them. They're not going to be in a career that doesn't serve them. They're not going to be in a country that doesn't serve them, in a community, in a religion that doesn't serve them. In a world where people are just used to settling. It takes a strong person to remain single. And I'm going to add another word to that, single-minded, to just have your own mind, really. In a world that's so used to just conforming, really. Another quote I had is, eat like you love yourself. Move like you love yourself. Speak. I think I actually wrote this. Yeah, I wrote this. I ain't no quote. That when you are on the path of loving yourself, you have to eat like you love yourself, move like you love yourself, speak like you love yourself, and act like you love yourself. What is Almedia saying when she says these things? In my Deontay Wilder voice. Deontay Wilder is a boxer, and he came up with that phrase, that meme to this day. And he was like, when he did that, he was like, y'all know what I mean when I say these things. It's so funny. I gotta watch it. Side note, just Google Deontay Wilder when he says to this day. Because another point in the interview, he was like, you know what I say? You know what I mean when I say these things. So what is Almedia saying when she mean these things? What does she mean when she say these things? What I'm trying to say is, when you're on the path of loving yourself, you have to eat the food. Eat food like you love yourself. Eat foods that are going to provide nutrients to your body and to your brain. Move like you love yourself. Put your body in a position of love. Stand upright. Hold your head up. Dance and exercise. Get physically fit. Speak like you love yourself. Speak life into yourself. When I'm insecure about stuff about my body, I'm insecure about a few things on me. A few things about me. I'm not even gonna say. I don't like to say I am. I am overcoming insecurity. And what I do is I say I love me and I accept me. Even the things I don't necessarily, I'm still getting comfortable with. You have to speak life into yourself. Joe Osteen says this too. He says, say hello, beautiful. Hello, good looking. You one handsome man. You one handsome woman. You one handsome being, or whatever you want to say to yourself. But speak like you love yourself. Speak that every day. You need to be. I have I ams that I say every day. I say I ams every day. I missed them today, actually. I'm going to say it before I go to bed, I guess. But I am. Speak like you love yourself and act like you love yourself. Walk in confidence. I'm telling you, when you eat like you love yourself, when you move like you love yourself, when you speak like you love yourself, and when you act like you love yourself, you begin to see and feel and really manifest love for yourself, and everything will flow to you and through you from that point. You'll no longer feel single, feel unwanted, feel undesirable. You'll no longer feel lonely and unlovable. You no longer have to ask yourself, who loves me? Because you'll have an answer. I love me. And as long as I love me, that's enough. And when you get to that point, the universe will shift things to where you will be overflowed with love around you. Y'all, that is the motivational message of the day. I hope it inspired you and I hope it motivated you. I'm going to start calling this fruit from the tree of life. Isn't it good? Isn't it sweet? This fruit from the tree of life. Thank you all for your support. Remember to click that subscribe button on YouTube and become a Patreon of mine on patreon.com. You can also follow me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and SoundCloud at Almedia Lee Exum. Y'all remember. Good looking, remember. Handsome, remember. You beautiful, handsome, loving person, remember. Remember to have a happy life day.